Let's talk about 28 days from tonight, 4 weeks from tonight, and that is election night. And how do you see this race? A lot of important Senate races. You got Joni Ernst up for re-election, Cory Gardner, Martha McSally. You got Purdue in Georgia. We're following, very closely North Carolina and Tillis. You got Mitch McConnell up. I'm sure I'm missing one or two, but Alabama's an important race. How do you see everything, and how do you see the presidential race? Because I don't see Joe Biden ever having to answer a single tough question the whole time.
Well, the press is fully all in support of Biden. I'm worried about the election. I think it's really volatile. I think it could go either way. I think we could have a fantastic election. The president could win by a big margin, and we could win both houses of Congress. But I also think it could be devastating. And I think we either win the presidency and win the Senate, or we lose the presidency and lose the Senate. And I very much hope it's the former and not the latter. And it depends on turnout. It depends on who shows up. It's one of the reasons I think the confirmation battle over Judge Barrett is so important. We're going to confirm Judge Barrett. We're going to do it by the end of the month. The Democrats are losing their mind. And I think that's going to be really important. It's also, as you know, one of the reasons why I wrote the new book, One Vote Away, to really highlight how the Supreme Court is on the ballot, how free speech is on the ballot, how religious liberty is on the ballot, how the Second Amendment is on the ballot, how school choice is on the ballot, that all of those were one vote away from a left-wing justice taking away our fundamental rights. And I think the confirmation battles will really underscore that.
I think it's important. People ask me all the time, what do you think? Who's going to win? And my answer is the same. I think it's very hard for a Republican to win the presidency because you start out without California, Oregon,
yep,
Washington, New Jersey, New York, and Illinois. It's a lot of electoral votes. Then you got to win Florida, Ohio, Georgia. You got to win North Carolina. You got to hold Iowa, Arizona. You got to fight for Nevada, New Mexico. Then you got to get Pennsylvania, Wisconsin, Michigan, Minnesota. You got to fight for Nebraska Congressional District 2, Maine 2, and New Hampshire. It is always hard for a Republican to win. And I don't trust all these new laws that are going on the books seemingly every day in every state, extending out, how many days they'll count the vote.
There are a lot of Democrats trying to steal the election. There are two kinds of an election, a turnout election and a persuasion election. I don't think this is a persuasion election. I think there are very few in the middle. There are not a lot of undecideds. The left is showing up. They're pissed off. They hate Trump. We got to make sure everyone else shows up.